All right, today we're going to be doing a walk around and test drive on this recently restored Hemi Orange 1971 Dodge Challenger. 440 under the hood, beautiful paint and body, all around just cool car.
Yeah, very solid car, very straight as well. It's riding on a nice set of Magnum 500 wheels, BFG raised white letter tires, and just a fantastic stance. As we peek underneath the hood here, the restoration quality is very nice. It was a rotisserie restored car, painted black underneath, but the inside of the trunk, engine bay, everything's done in Hemi Orange and looks fantastic.
Even the firewall, you know, very nicely repainted in that high gloss Hemi Orange.
All new hoses and horns and just really nicely done. Motor is a 440, kind of a period correct. Previous owner said it came out of a 1970 Charger. Motor was completely overhauled along with the transmission. New battery, radiators in fantastic shape, all new bumpers, grill's excellent as well. Just a really nice quality turnkey driver. Hood fits nice and flush across the top of the hood, top of the fender. Paint's excellent. Nice even gap from front to back. Again, both sides are laser straight. It's got the RT stripe on it, but they didn't do the RT just because it's not an RT.
The stripe looks nice.
It really does. The restorer chose not to put the spoiler on, but if the next owner wants to, it'll give it a little different look as well. Tires are new. We have 215 70/14, so they chose to stick with the original 14-inch tires on there. Back of the hood lines up beautifully. Antenna's new, windshield is new during the restoration. All the chrome around the windshield and drip rail moldings look like they're all redone as well. You got 14s in the back too? Or? You don't find much better than Hemi Orange, Plum Crazy Purple, B5 Blue. Mopar had some awesome colors back in the late 60s, early 70s. It's got the correct style tips on it. Back bumper looks beautiful, tail lights. Just really nice fit and finish back there. Back shelf has been replaced, interior's all been redone as well. Paint is in excellent shape across the roof. There's no ripples or dings anywhere. Door handles have been replaced. Rubbers are new. As we come in here to the door, rust-free door. Again, this car was done on a rotisserie, so all the doors, hood, trunk, everything was taken completely off, painted professionally, and put back together. One thing on the car that probably could be freshened up, your sill plates here are the originals, so they have a little bit of pitting in the sill plates. Inside corner of the door looks good. Dash pad is excellent. It's got the correct steering wheel, console, bucket seats have all been redone with new pads. Carpet's new as well. The gauge cluster is in good shape. It's got 76,818 miles on the odometer. What I really like too is no one's ever messed with the radio. That's all in great shape as well. These all work and function. Inside the glove box is nice. Headliner's in excellent shape. That's been replaced as well. Visors are nice. Little plastic pieces here in good shape as well. Back seats recovered. Back seat, front seat all matching. Back door panels are nice. Glass lines up nice as well on the top edge here. In the trunk they did a beautiful job. So here's something to really talk about. Lots of these cars we go look at, this trunk lid is usually all swelled up, usually has a lot of Bondo in it. This one's perfect, rust free. Very nice job on that with the jack instructions, the correct spare, and a really high gloss base coat, clear coat paint in here. I mean, absolutely show quality trunk. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All new trim, new bumper, tail lights. Previous owner in the restorer also said these are the correct tips, and they're very, very expensive. I think $500-600. Very expensive ones. They're not the aftermarket ones, he said. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, you'll see photos of the undercarriage, also about 70-80 photos of the rest of it as well.
I think it does have air shocks in the back as well.
Yeah, brand new air shocks. So you can just adjust this ride height. I think in a couple of my pictures I had it sitting up a little higher. And if your guy wants to go ahead and put some bigger wheels on it, tires on it, you can do that.
Air shocks are always nice, especially if you're taking, a full car with kids or grandkids or whatever. It keeps you from bottoming out.
It's such a big difference. If you want that nice level look, you have to have the air shocks when you want to have somebody in the back seat.
Exactly.
Really clean bottom of the car, rockers, mirrors new. Like I mentioned before, all the stainless around the windows and stuff is excellent. Top of the dash pad is in great shape, speaker. Whoever gets this car, Dalton's really going to enjoy it.
I haven't noticed really any imperfections in the paint except for one chip.
Another spot on the hood. But again, very nice door jamb paint. As far as corner of the doors are nice. Put a couple new scuff plates in it, probably wouldn't hurt, but other than that, it's awesome, guys. Seats are all new.
Take it for a test drive and see how it goes down the road.
I'm really enjoying this 1971 Challenger. Love the sound of it. It just sounds
that
awesome.
shake.
It's got a great, the 440s are hard to beat. Our wipers are working perfectly and looks like we got nice blades on there.
They park correctly?
Yeah, they do. Doubt the radio works. Never do usually, but the nice thing about it, it's 100% correct.
No one cut a big hole in the dash.
Gas gauge works. I know the temp gauge works. We've checked that a little bit ago. Heater fan works. Like I said, just a sweet driver. You can pull up to any local car show and be super proud of this rust-free, beautiful Hemi Orange Challenger.
Probably take some awards as well.
Oh yeah. You got to remember that it's winter here. It's a little cold, but this thing runs great.
It does.
Nice shift. You can definitely tell that transmission's been overhauled. Just a nice smooth shift. Our brakes are perfect. We have a really nice pedal on the floor.
And as we get deeper into winter and start getting snow on the ground, good chance we're probably not taking these out. We'll still do our walk around videos, but on crappy days these cars don't belong outside.
No, they don't.
Man, it gets up and goes.
It does. Really nice transmission. Just beautiful. Again, our speedometer works great as well. Goes down the road nice and straight. The steering wheel is straight, up and down. I like it.
I do too. Sweet little car.
Yeah, very nice car.
Paint across the hood's beautiful too. And that's always some of the most important things in these old cars. If you're going to drive them, is the top of the hood and the dash, because that's what you're seeing most often. When you're behind the wheel, you always like to see a beautiful dash and nice paint on the hood.
Yeah, I mean the gaps, like I said, the back of the hoods line up nice. Nice and comfortable seats with all that new padding. I mean, that's important too. So many of these old cars, people restore them. They do a half-assed job. They put some new covers on. They don't go ahead and put all new cushions and stuff in them. And man, when you're driving one of these cars, you want to be comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd give this one a 2 thumbs up. Great color, solid, beautiful interior, great sounding 440. mechanically nice.
Nice paint and body.
Yeah, just a great car.
Check this one out on our website, coyoteclassics.com. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Get notifications whenever we post a new video for sale. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.